welcome to Ishira's world. I'm a life coach, Ishira's world. Welcome to Ishira's world. I'm a life coach. Welcome to Ishira's world. I'm a life coach, Ishira's world. Welcome to Ishira's world. I'm a life coach. Hi everyone in YT world. Welcome to my channel. My name is Ishira and I am your international life coach. Please let me first forgive and say I'm sorry about this crazy weather right now. There's no sun out. It's not really much heat out because the sun is gone, and I'm in a mood like I changed up my hair. My hair kind of reflects like how I'm feeling, and today I'm in a outside and be free on a beautiful cool day. Yay! We don't like hot days all the time. We're not Florida, we're New York. But anyway, sorry for the reflection of not too much sun, but I believe you can see me enough to hear this circle of knowledge that I'm sharing with you today. Today's circle of knowledge will be let's talk alchemy. Let's talk alchemy. Example of people who were considered alchemists in some field or another were people like Pythagoras, Da Vinci, Aristotle. These are the Greek people. Isaac Newton. Also, you know that song, Galileo, 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 Magnifico. Galileo was also a vibrational magician, an alchemist. Now, alchemy is the science of magic. Alchemy is the science, the math, the everything untangible part of creating, and this is why it's considered magic. It's an invisible type science that holds secrets of the universe, and if you know about them and utilize them within your life, you can actually utilize these different ways of creating alchemy and actually creating from metal to gold, also creating your world. Anything. Now, it's more of like a symbolic teaching, alchemy. And alchemy, again, Alchemy. It started with Egyptians. It was Egyptian masters like Kemet and like people from Atlantis, like Thoth and Tahuti from Syria. He wrote the book, The Emerald Tablets of Tahuti. So if you want to do your own due diligence, feel free to look into it, The Emerald Tablets of Tahuti. And basically, back then, magic was used by Tahuti to teach humans to achieve master status of polarity, of enlightenment, which is basically, for the nice word to say it, is balance. Okay, so examples that will show you that I'm speaking the truth and that I'm not just talking out my ass, because I think I know what I know, which is enough, but I don't know everything. And this is why I don't lessen anybody's perspective, even if I don't agree with it, because to me, all perspectives are valid. But perfect example of the science of alchemy is like our science periodic table, where it gives you the different ingredients of elements. All of that starts, that's like alchemy 010 when it comes to the metal charts, because you mix different metals together, different compounds together, you're creating, you're making, and this is what alchemy is basically all about. The periodic table is scientific, and the elements on the periodic table is used as a base blueprint of all parts of the earth also. Like everything around us, everything we have here, everything that's in this third dimensional realm starts off with the science periodic table. That's why I'm glad, college teaches it and stuff. But when it comes down to it, it's more than that, and you have to seek the information to receive the information. Now, also the movements of the planets has everything to do with alchemy. Alchemy has many parts, and one part is the scientific fact, which is the elements, which is broken down by the scientific periodic table. But there are many parts to alchemy. Another part of alchemy is the movements of the planets, because that is very pertinent to when we are creating, when we are making with our different elements, whether it be different elements and different substances. So know that the movements of the planets, your birth date, the time, all play a major role in alchemy, and also the direction of everything: north, south, east, west. Witches utilize north, south, east, west, but even, again, example of truth, because I always try to back up my truth with some type of example. But even how the government places their buildings, their doors, how they make their churches, their important monuments, all of that is mathematically calculated with people who know the secret sciences of alchemy, because they know these points are very important to keeping control and power over the sleeping more people. Okay, so you have to remember that we are not of this earth, and biologically we are not from this earth. We're somewhere else, because our forefathers, like I say, Inky, created us. I'm so sorry, I ran around, you guys. I didn't eat anything, and I promised myself that I'll take care of me first, so excuse me. That started off with Inky, and Inky is the one who created us, and he's not from us. He's not from here. He's not from this planet. So that affirms that we are not from this planet. Also, the skies, the sun, the moon, the grass, the trees, these are all elements that start off with simple compounds like the ingredients of a periodic table. I feel like the sun is coming out a little bit. We're not predators, but we tend to act like them, and within acting like them, we tend to become what we're not. Now, in the days of magic or sacrifice, in the time of magic, we were at one with nature. We were at peace with everything. We worked together. We loved each other. But when campaign propaganda started with the extraterrestrials and the kicked out Moorman, which is the whites, because the whites started off from us, which is the Moors. They lost their blessings and got kicked out. Very similar to the Bible, but not exactly. Like I said, use the Bible as a blueprint, but more of a symbolic blueprint. The Bible talks about another example of truth. The Bible talks about important dates, directions in the Bible, but they wrap them up in stories to the point where the important part, which is what day they use for Jesus's birthday, how many magi men came to visit him. All of these are calculated numbers of sacred geometry. And when you start looking at the Bible in the correct way, which is the symbolic way, you extract a lot of the sweet tidbit of information that they've hid so well within that storybook of fictional lies. I'm telling you, people, of fictional lies. And I guess I'm speaking the truth, you guys, because you peeped it right here. When I started, there was no sun. But now I'm speaking about alchemy. Now I'm speaking about the truth, giving my gift to the world. The sun pops up. It's a beautiful thing when the gods and the goddesses show you in signs how truthful and how focused and how on the right path that you are. So, hello, sun. Hello, sun. Hi. I'm glad you came out. Thank you. Don't be afraid to talk to inanimate objects, to the grass. It means it's basically you're communing with that inanimate object and exchanging that force energy that you can't see, but you sure as hell can feel. Now, all these parts you need to create alchemy. I also need to tell you, to be an alchemist, you must know how to, or learn how to, manipulate the elements with your third eye, But to do so, you must build your third eye. And that's why I have all these videos on making your mind stronger. Listen, I know you guys, it's hard to meditate. I know you guys, it's hard to be by yourself and get better with self-learning and motivation. But that's what needs to be done to get on a higher plane of thinking, to get on a higher plane of life. You have to be by yourself. You have to meditate. You have to sometimes not smoke and be like, nah, I'm good because I'm focused right now and I'm elevating myself. You know, it's not cool. Okay, let me say something about marijuana. Marijuana is cool, but a lot of my people are abusing it. You know, they let the weed do them. They don't do the weed. Like every time a blunt is rolled, why does the whole blunt has to be smoked? Every time a blunt is rolled, why do you got to say yes every time they offering it to you? You know, just because there's weed in the house doesn't mean you have to smoke. All of these things are important, and they're about self-control, and you need to learn self-control to be a major alchemist, a creator in your world. Also, by building the third eye and believing within self, you obtain the physical health, breathing power, and mental power that you need, because thinking, breathing is very important with alchemy. Now, to heal with elemental magic, you also have to know a little bit about herbology, using hot and cold, using the substances of the earths, principles of energy to come together in the right way, in the right time, in the right place to manifest change. Now, change in Chinese, change to the Chinese is referred to as qi. Qi is connected to one of the services that I do, which is feng shui consultation. You could actually manipulate your home and put certain pictures and move your furniture in certain places to attract, whether it be love, money, calm, power, peace of mind, anything. All of that can be manipulated by where you put certain materials, and I'm pretty good at evaluating a place and making it work for them to the best way they can. Actually, I do it for free for a lot of my friends and a lot of my associates. Now, in Chinese culture, life force is also known as qi. Life force to us is breathing, is the change, is spirit. And if your chi is not aligned, you guys, there will be problems. If your chi is not at one, and if your chakras are not aligned and in balance, there will be stress in your life. There will be people who are in your life that don't need to be in your life. There will be loved ones who kick you off balance and get you all confused and things of that nature. Like, it's important that you keep self-balance as the most important thing that you need to do as an individual person, because that actually creates your abundance in future lifetimes and in the current lifetime that you're living in. Okay? Dawn in China also means the balance of opposites. And everybody knows that universal law, natural law, it's the law of polarity. Occultist doesn't mean devil. Occultist means a person who chooses to utilize the good and the bad, to utilize the dark and the light, and simultaneously keep a feathered balance, a mott balance of true living, and never have the negative more than the positive, or the positive even more so than the negative. You have to attain a constant balance, and the only thing that constant in life is change. So when you're fluctuating through these emotions, you have to learn how to keep that steady balance and not get too angry, and then not get too upset, not get too angry, or not get too happy, because even too happy is not a good thing, you guys. So it's good to attain that balance, and you do that with keeping your chakras aligned. There are 7 chakras. I'm going to do a video about it. I don't want to be incorrect about the locations, and I have to sometimes write what I'm speaking about to make sure my thought is fluid, and followers that watch me and listen to me don't send me messages like, can you get to the point, Ishara? Can you get to the point, Ishara? Oh my God, the sun came out so much I'm starting to sweat already. All right, so know that you need to be at one with gaining the power of alchemy and to create your own feng shui, because that's what alchemists do. They create their own feng shui. That's what they do. If you're not in tune with nature, you are at dis-ease. This goes back to the campaign of the propaganda. Like, they campaign to keep us unbalanced. They purposely overstimulate us with the sex porn and constantly overstimulate our children with these hidden messages in the cartoon and hidden pictures in their cartoons and graphics to get our children oversexed. And when they're at home, they're saying things and doing things outside of what they learned from mommy and daddy and guardian, things that are not their true spiritual self, which causes conflict. So it is very important to sustain your self-balance, because self-balance is key when it comes to becoming an alchemist. Okay? And the power is available to us in crystals, in nature, in thinking, in prayers, in mantra. YouTube has a plethora of different resources that you can listen to, and a lot of the information I've ascertained was through YouTube, and I'm going to do a video about that too, all the different YouTube videos that made me who I am today, besides my life, you know, all the due diligence studying that I did through visual. There's a lot out there. Okay, so it's important to know that it is possible, but you have to be ready to make that change and have that happen. Now, step 2 towards moving to an alchemist life, you should also watch what you eat. It's very important that you watch what you eat and you triple your water intake. People sleep on water intake, and sometimes I do too. But tripling your water intake will help your internal state of being keep flowing. You will shit on a regular. Yes, I said shit on a regular, because if you're backed up, you're not balanced. I don't care how Zion you are. If you're not shitting right, if you're not shitting on a regular, you are not at balance. You are at a dis-ease, okay? Dis-ease, okay? You're not eating right. Dis-ease. You're not meditating to build your internal state of being. You're at a dis-ease, okay? And stop blaming your environment. Stop blaming the people around you. Your life is your choice. You came forth through that mother, whatever, the good and the bad. When you came forth, you knew that there was going to be good and that there was going to be bad. I'm telling you, when you were born because you wanted to live. So that self-absorbed, self-pity shit of, oh, I didn't get the life I was supposed to get. Oh, my mom didn't feed my mind how it was supposed to. Oh, my daddy didn't do it. My daddy wasn't home. Oh, I didn't have the grades that I wasn't supposed to. That is non-essential. Everyone goes through their own balances of life, physical feeling of life and experience. When you came out through your mother, whether you believe it or not, you chose to come out through your mother because you knew there was good, you knew there was bad. You chose that woman and that man to be your parents, whatever the reason, while you were external energy and you came forth through them. Now it's up to you. This is what life is about, you guys. It's up to you. It's up to you, people, to make your life what you want it. Stop blaming the schools. Stop blaming your mom. Stop blaming the drugs. Stop blaming other people. It's up to you to make your life what you want it to be. Stop the blame game. Get your mind on your focus and do what you have to do. My more people is so lost that I need to let y'all know one quick message. Wake the fuck up. Wake the fuck up, because we are lost. We have the lost tribe of the Moors running everything. You think hating them is going to change things? You think being upset at them and not liking them is going to change things? You think interbreeding with them is going to change things? No, boo-boo. You can interbreed outside of your race. I'm not knocking nobody, but I'm going to keep it real with you because I'm on the level of lecture right now. When you interbreed with different races or lesser races of the more nationality, people from Africa, then you're creating, genetically wise, a lesser genetic, biogenetic person. They're going to be lesser. The premium beings are those black. I hate to say black because black is color category that this government has created to keep us separated. But like they say, the darker the berry, the sweeter the juice.
They have our minds so fucked up that we don't even want to deal with each other, my kings, my queens. That's how fucked up they have us. We don't even want to deal with each other. We rather deal with the other races because it's easier. They've fucked us up in our heads so bad that we don't even want to deal with each other. But they know you create with a more woman, a more king, and a more queen, a baby. You're creating the next generation. And then on top of that, you train that baby to understand real truth and real knowledge, where they come from and who the fuck they are outside of the third dimensional realm. What? But we lost. So I know my people one day will rise again, God willing. They will rise once again. So know that building your internal state of mind is very important in alchemy. Also, Amun. Amun, 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 Chinese people know a lot. What you don't know is when you breathe and you add sound with breath, you are creating positive chi. When they go, yeah, and in Chinese movies, when they go, yeah, that is building chi, you guys. We watch it and think it's funny, but that's building chi. And I just did a quick sound meditation to relax because I really got hyped up I really got caught in my feelings. I was really caught up in the emotion, and I sometimes have to use sound meditation to bring me back to what's important, which is spiritual. So know that to be an alchemist, you just need to utilize many things that the forefathers used, and many things that even the lost more man, the whites, took from us, like the Greeks, and made it their own. But just know that using the elements, using astrology, using nature, using the information that the other alchemists have left us. They have books out, you guys. Look it up. You can achieve alchemy status, and you can be a true alchemist. Well, my name is Ishira, you guys. Thanks for listening to Let's Talk Alchemy. I just want to say Amun Ra, Namaste, Alaikum Salam, love and blessings, Jah bless, Jehovah Jireh, Wadu, Boom Shanti. Thank you, Buddha, Jesus Christ. Hi Krishna, Il Eliyun, Yahweh, Yahweh, and be praised and happy today. And I'll see you soon. Bye, you guys.
Where's my music loud? Where's my music? Mahi, where's my music? My lover, where's my music? Masi, where's my music? My music's in me.